you ever seen a shot that tough to win a game in this stakes?
That's probably I've seen a lot of great shots in practice and games on TV. I think that one takes the cake.
What's going through your head as you see him shooting it and then it's in the air?
And Kyrie, we trust. As soon as we give him the ball, we know he's going to be able to make he's going to find a great shot or he's going to make a great opportunity for someone else. So whenever we see him get the ball, just sit back and just watch it happen. And no one was expecting him to make that layup. No one was expecting him to take that floater layup, whatever you want to call it. But amazing shot.
And what's going through your head when it goes in?
Honestly, I was surprised Markieff Morris sprinted off the bench faster than anybody. So, everybody was ecstatic. They were being able to just see that shot in that moment. It's amazing. It's exciting, and you don't get many chances or many feelings like that.
How much of a confidence booster is a game like this one against Denver? Obviously, y'all have had an up and down season. Now you said it's 7th in the West, but obviously such a marquee win. How does this one translate towards the rest of the season?
We just got to build off it. I feel like our defensive talk, our defensive discipline is definitely stepping up and stepping in the right direction. So we just got to be able to build off it. We got to be able to make sure we learn from our mistakes and get to the next one. We're not going to be able to just sit here and be like, yeah, we won a game. They're a great team for sure, but there's other great teams out there.
What were some of the little things that you noticed defensively that were different today that haven't been maybe prevalent in some of the other ones?
There was definitely some times where we had to just change up what we were doing. Moving around who was guarding who, moving around how we were guarding things, how we were playing things throughout the entire game. It was just kind of figuring out what scheme was going to work at that time, and as soon as it stopped working, we want to change it again.
What worked for you guys so well in the offensive glass tonight?
If the shot goes up, we got to be able to battle down low as bigs, and there was definitely PJ had a big rebound tonight, being able to know he had 11. No, wait. Yeah, he had 11. So being able to know that he was always coming in to help us rebound, if one of the big men was occupying Jokic, everybody else was boxing out trying to get the rebound.
You guys went to Denver a couple months ago and got outscored in the paint by 20. Obviously a completely different story. How different is this team, with your development, with the additions in the trades, getting Maxey back? How different is it that you guys can only hit 9 threes in a game like this and still win and still dominate?
It really just comes down to us building, us having chemistry with one another and trusting one another. Being able to trust on switches, be able to trust on having low man, having the next man reel over or rotate. It's just playing together with one another for this, not even that long of a time, but being able to build this much trust is amazing.
You very rarely see Joker have this poor of a shooting night. Why do you think you guys were able to contain him as well as you did?
Just being able to, you think about that. We were just trying to throw a whole lot at him. We were trying to make sure that he didn't feel comfortable. He didn't know what was coming. We just try to be able to just throw a lot at him. And so he took a second for him to figure out what he was going to do, figure out what passes he was going to make. And as soon as we start see him getting comfortable, we were just changing things, trying to be able to make it more difficult on him.
The kind of benefit was for y'all that PJ could pick up some of those possessions against him.
Amazing. Strong, sturdy, and we talking to him. He's listening to us. He's talking back. He's a great player. Great defensive end. He was able to bring us energy on the floor. He was able to transition to the offensive end.
Now you and Gaff to
kind of occupy space.
What you do?
Yeah, kind of occupy space and being able to kind of play off Joker, try to keep your eyes on him, but also making sure you keep an eye on the ball.
And you had your Euro step dunk. Do you think that's something the Mavs fans can look forward to seeing more often? Was that a reactionary thing? Was that already planned? After that?
I'm just being able to have Kyrie put the ball in that position. He trusts me to finish the play, so I got to do it. It was kind of a reaction. It was kind of just, if he's going that way, I'm going to go the other way. So I got to be able to just build off it. I'm comfortable when I'm on the floor with my teammates. My teammates is comfortable giving me the ball.
Dereck, what part of your game would you say you have grown the most today compared to when you arrived in Dallas?
I would definitely say understanding the game of basketball. Understanding what are rotations, understanding player personnel, who's good at what, who's bad at what, understanding where I need to be, understand that whenever someone is playing one-on-one, they're not looking at the defender, they're looking to see if anyone's behind him. So I'm trying to be able to make sure that I'm always in line of sight to make the ball handler kind of question if he's going to do that move or go somewhere else. Appreciate it.
Have you ever witnessed a more difficult game-winning shot than the one Kyrie just had?
Probably not, but I've seen a lot. So, but when you say opposite hand, understanding his left hand, Kai is one of the best finishers in the league, or probably is going to go down as one of the best finishers ever. And just his float game with the right left is just natural, and he delivered. I thought Luka put us in a position by tying it, and then Kai being able to read the situation and get the ball. I thought Maxey, I don't know if he gets credit for 2 assists, but to be able to get the ball in was big. So I thought the team stayed together. Denver, the champs, they've seen everything. They came back. But we got stops when we had to, and then we executed late game.
I assume the play was drawn up for Kyrie. What was the conversation in the huddle?
Yeah, it was actually for Maxey has 2 reads on both plays there, Luka and Kai. And Luka was open first on the first one to be able to catch and shoot, to be able to execute. We practiced this, and then to be able to run the same play and have Kai come off the baseline. We talked about it. We ran it in Oklahoma City, and so just to be able to execute and trust one another was big this afternoon.
Speaking of execution and trust, the defense, especially the defensive help, was very noticeable. Was there a different conversation? Did you notice anything different out there? Why do you think the intensity on the defense side of the ball was so evident today?
Well, I think when you they executed the game plan. I think just going into this afternoon, understanding Denver dominates the paint, and I think they only got 38 this afternoon with Joker and those guys. Joker's ability to get the ball in the paint and be able to pass to Gordon. I thought PJ being able to put a 4 on Joker and have our 5 roam and protect the rim, I thought was big tonight with Gafford and D-Live. I thought those 2 did a really good job of executing the game plan, and then being able to rebound out of that. Just that's when you give a free run to Gordon or these other guys on the perimeter, it can put you in a bad situation rebounding. But I thought again we did a great job of rebounding the ball. D Jones, PJ, those guys being able to come back and rebound.
What did you see in rebounding on the offensive glass and the second chance point? You guys had big numbers in those categories.
Well, they were small, and I think we there was a carryover from our Oklahoma. They're small too, and just being able to, I thought Gaff and those guys, PJ, D Jones, to be able to give us second or third opportunities. I thought Gaff and D Live kept the balls alive, and we came up with second or third opportunities, and you can do that against a very talented team like Denver that gives you a chance.
Jason, what does it show about your team that games like this, and even Thursday's loss, that you kind of handle? I mean, this was obviously playoff intensity in both of those games.
I think just this is a new group, and we're getting the opportunity to go through it in March. The intensity, being able to go on the road like we were in Oklahoma City, that atmosphere, and then to come back home and have the atmosphere. It was a playoff type game. Understanding what's at stake. Every game means something. We protected home, but I thought just the execution, coming together as a team at the right time. You can see that this afternoon is the trust and chemistry is there.
When Murray misses that little pull up there, you guys get the rebound. What's your level of confidence knowing you've got a few seconds left and 2 of the best clutch shot makers in the league?
I think I don't know where we rank in clutch, but it's probably up there. And then being able to have 2 of the best, it starts with the inbounds, being able to have someone who's confident to maybe hold it long enough to get someone open or throw the perfect pass. As you saw, I thought he threw a great pass to Luka for a catch and shoot, which you normally don't get that opportunity. But to be able to execute late is hopefully going to help us as the journey continues in March and April.
Coach, with a game like this and with an ending like that and with a team like that, do you allow yourself to feel the emotions of a win like this?
That's a great question. I got to celebrate for about a minute on the court with those guys because, it's fun to win. It's hard to win in this league. But as coaches, we have to turn the page quickly to get ready for our next journey, and that's to head down to San Antonio. So it was exciting to win. It starts the week off right, but we understand what we have in front of us, and we can't have any letdowns. So yes, for a minute you get to celebrate. I wasn't going to jump into the pile. Thought about it. Knowing my luck, I would have missed and hit the floor. So I thought I'd just stand there and celebrate with those guys. But a lot of fun. It should be fun. And this time of the year, as you see in college, but also in the NBA, you can see the physicality. The playoff basketball has arrived a little early, and we're up for that challenge, and it should be fun.